is the Playbook. I am Candace. That is Kay. We are Girls Only Sports. And this show is all WNBA All-Star Recap. We talking about the stud buds. We talking about the CBA negotiations. We talking about that blowout of an All-Star game. So stick with us for the next 10 so minutes. That's what we're going to join us today. Follow us on all social media platforms. Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, Facebook, any of the 100 million social media websites that exist today. Type in Girls Only Sports. So before we get started, just the overall vibe of All-Star Weekend in Indiana, I don't think we've seen an All-Star like this.
I was impressed.
Yeah.
The vibe was a little unmatched. And I think the stud buds kicked that off. Like,
could you ever imagine in the W where two studs, I mean, this is a league who told like Sue Bird they gotta dress in business casual attire,
right,
and had all our groats up there. I said our quotes up there in Ken heels and
a mess,
miniature belts. Two studs, Courtney Williams and Atisha Heidemann, will probably do more for in terms of like media exposure and gaining access to all of the players away from all of the conversation. Who would have thought? Like, I'm still blown away.
I know. It was so entertaining. I was like, dude, I don't know if we needed as much, but
so
the glimpse was good.
If you guys don't know, the Stud Buds, for all of our viewers who may not have tuned in, the Stud Buds, they're two players on the Minnesota Lynx, Courtney Williams and Atisha Heidemann, went live on Twitch for 72 hours during the entire All-Star Weekend. So you got backstage of the game, you got them in the bed sleep watching.
You got all access.
At the parties, you got it all. We got Coach Reeve doing this funny dance.
Who would have thought? Indy had a time.
And then outside of just what the Stud Buds meant, I think it did so much for the image of the WNBA because so much gets tied up into them just being role models and athletes. Yeah. And oh my God, women play sports. Like, this is a new phenomenon. But we got to see them party, twerk, get drunk.
Have some fun. Right.
We got like 6-7 couples get exposed.
Everybody. There's no more secrets in the W no more.
Yeah, I just think everything that I saw from the Stud Buds perspective, I thought they did a lot. And I think that's one thing, again, that's missing just from the overall, like, why couldn't the WNBA itself would have never done that.
No.
And I think that's what's been holding them back for so long, is like the league needs to get out of this, dare I call it, a respectability kind of, you get what I'm trying to say?
Keep it tame mindset.
So shout out to the Stud Buds. They got merch on sale too. But what they were able to do and all of the access was just incredible and crazy. The other big story coming out of the All-Star Weekend was the CBA negotiations. As many people know, once women start demanding a little bit of money, everybody becomes an economist, an accountant, a CPA,
all of the above.
A corporate attorney to dictate what these women should do, how they should do it, what they should ask for. They're asking for too much. So during even before getting to the game, they had CBA negotiations, their collective bargaining agreement that they already opted out of at the end of this year. And according to nearly all the players during their interviews, you were one to say they locking out. It don't look good.
It don't look good. Because I think we're at a time where they're not going to settle. And I think it's been a lot of settling in the W for so many years, just so we can have a league, just so we can be those role models. We can have this platform to be able to be in the position where at this point there is no more settling. You have household names in your league right now. You are at a point where no, we're not settling anymore. And I think if it takes them being like, okay, then we not playing, it's gonna come to that, and Ashley's gonna have to be what it is, and it's not
It
looking good.
Yeah. Satu Talabi only came to
In her business suit
in her
and
business
left.
suit and left. She didn't even stay for the game. She said, "I'm here for negotiations anyway."
Right.
Nneka Ogwumike, the WNBA PA, the president, the Players Association president, walked into the Starbucks hotel room and said, "Hey, we got a meeting in 10 minutes.
Get up."
So look, we still got business to take care of." And then during the All-Star game, the players came out and pay us what you owe us T-shirts, putting that pressure on Kathy. And,
Yeah.
the crowd at the end of the game chanted, "Pay them." So I think they're getting one thing that we probably haven't seen before, at least from the WNBA fan perspective, is the crowd and people who are engaging with the league saying, "Hey, you guys can pay them way more." And to anybody jumping into our comments, these players are not asking to be paid the same as the NBA players. They're asking for a fair revenue split between the league and themselves. They just signed a new media rights deal that is $2.2 billion that I think will net them around $200 million a year. That is up from $45 million a year that they got the last 10 years. So, like, we're seeing a huge jump just solely in the media rights deal, outside of, the 3 or 4 new expansion teams that are being bought for, like, think about this. Mark Davis bought the Aces for $2 million. What was the expansion fee for these new teams? $250 million?
Right.
Like, come on now. Some of that can go to the players, where at minimum, the best players could be and should be making at least $1 million salary.
At least.
At least.
The Supermax is ridiculous. Like, that is a ridiculous price for a Supermax of your top players in a league. So,
and even $1 million is low.
Even $1 million is low. Like, even that's settling, but that's better than what it has been.
Facts.
So,
and not to mention, I didn't put this on our list, but Unrivaled is putting that pressure on. I know Gabby Williams was like, she's like, listen, the WNBA wants to push out all the other leagues. As soon as the WNBA commissioner did her press conference, Unrivaled came out with the NIL deal.
Yeah.
You see that with all of the top
that was
women's college basketball players, like WNBA playing chess.
At this point, we about to have an Unrivaled draft.
Right. WNBA playing checkers, Unrivaled playing chess. So the likes of Juju Watkins, Hannah Hidalgo, Malaysia Fulwiley, Lauren Betts, Flau'jae Johnson, you name it, the top Madison Booker, the top players in women's college basketball have signed NIL deals with the 3-on-3 league that Breanna Stewart and Nafisa Collier started in the offseason, that had almost broke even its first year.
Right.
And very well looks like this upcoming season is going to do even better. They've even upped the awards fee. So if you win the championship during this upcoming Unrivaled season, each of the winners get $100,000 check. And I'm like, that's putting the WNBA to shame.
That's half of people's salary.
Right.
That's almost half a Supermax. Like that's crazy. I'm just saying.
We just saying. And Unrivaled wouldn't need to exist if the WNBA would actually listen to these players. You have to understand, like, the WNBA is a bit different from all these other leagues. This is the most educated professional sports league. These women know what they're doing. And like Kay said, there was just a lot of sacrifices just to ensure the league exists. But now these players, marketing genius Angel Reese
right,
and everybody else knows what they have on their hands and wanted to see it succeed. So shout out to the players and, all the...
Shout out to Slim for that sign.
Slim won All-Star. Outside of the Starbucks, Slim won All-Star. She was giving, I'm happy to be there, but
and
I'm
she
giving
was
out...
sure that camera was exactly where it needed to be. She was like, don't nobody block my sign.
Pay us. But to get into the All-Star game a little bit, or All-Star Weekend on the court, the skills challenge and the 3-point contest was on Friday. Natasha Cloud was able to put a down payment on a house. And, like, we just talked about the money. Like, look at that.
Right. Yeah, shout out to Natasha Cloud because that's a dark horse. We didn't really mention her, but I honestly almost picked her because I'm like, you never know. Natasha can lock it
Fact.
down when she wants to. She can lock in. Um, my player got kicked out round one, so I was disappointed.
Who
I'm
was your
like, come
player?
on,
Was it Sky
Sky.
Diggins?
Yeah, I picked Sky
Yeah.
for that one. Sky was supposed to lock in, but it's all good.
What you think about Erica Wheeler's tweet saying that since Erica Wheeler made all of her shots, but Natasha Cloud didn't, there should be a rule?
You know what's interesting? I was thinking that I was like, I don't like the if you don't make it after three, you keep going because I would
Right.
just shoot them up quick. I don't care if I
Right.
miss it or you know what I mean. Like I was like,
Facts.
people not really thinking. Like I would have just shot them up real quick, no matter what. Even if one went in, I'm just because then you running away, you killing
Right.
time. You got to come back. I'm like, y'all wasn't thinking like after three, just shoot them all. Like who cares? But
No strategy.
yeah, no, there was no ball. Like I wasn't thinking about it. Yeah, no, I don't know. I agree with. I think I'm with Erica. I think there needs to be some changes in those rules there.
Facts. And then the 3-point contest, I had her win it even if, Caitlin Clark participated. Unfortunately, she got hurt.
Mm-hmm.
But Sabrina Nesco in the final threw up 30. It was a wrap.
It was a wrap.
It was a wrap.
Alicia was like, damn. Damn.
Alicia should have went first.
She should have went first. Yeah.
She should have went first.
Seeing that 30 piece gonna rattle anybody.
But do you think there should be, or what should be, they need a third event for Friday.
I agree. It felt very short.
What should be that third event?
I don't know. You know that year that they had it with like the kids, I kind of like that because the W's for the kids. Like we saying like we don't want it to always be like we role models, but I think that's good to have like the what is it, the junior WNBA or whatever that was there. I think that was fun, but it was still like a skills competition that year. So I don't know. What's your ideas for it?
If there's any way, because I think everybody got, and I'll probably get into this more when we talk about the actual game, but if 3-on-3, the USA 3-on-3 needs some practice time or something like that, maybe invite them to do an exhibition.
Oh, they could do like a celebrity game, maybe like
a celebrity game.
That would be cute.
That would be cute. Since now, the celebs is all out. All the players got the celebs coming down. Or,
get some OGs out.
You know what? That's the perfect idea. I don't know if you remember. So way back during the NBA All-Star game, they had something called two ball, where I think it was called two ball, but it was essentially they would have circles all over the court. Like a further out 3-pointer was 5 points, a mid-range was 4. It was just spots, 5 spots. And a player from the NBA and the WNBA will just take turns shooting. You got a minute to get as many points from each of the spots. I think they should do something where they take one of the Hall of Famers. Yeah. If their team still exists or within that frame, they should get one of the Hall of Famers and then one of the All-Stars from each team to do a competition.
That would be dope, yeah.
You know what I mean? Cheryl Miller and Asia on one team.
Right.
Bring out Maya and Fee since they both Minnesota on one team. Get Cappy Pondexter and Stewie or Sabrina on one team. You know what I mean? I think that would be Sue Bird come back and do one with Skylar Diggins or NECA. I think that would be a way to bridge the legends of the game. Maybe that part is missing still. Bring back the legends on the court and the newbies to do some kind of competition. I'm sure they'll be willing to suit it up. They don't have to compete against anybody. It's just knocking down shots.
Right.
Yeah.
I like that one. I like that.
But this All-Star game. So we was all amped. Like, we just knew Team Collier was going to dominate. They did. Shout out to Team Hangover because all the players was at the party.
Right.
All the players.
They said these are only 3 days in the summer. Like, let's have it. This ain't no practice.
It wasn't even close. It was like 151 to 131.
Yeah.
Out of a very successful, entertaining weekend, even Glorilla at halftime and all the players coming out dancing. Ellie the Elephant doing what she do.
Ellie a fool.
I think the only downside, and I say this respectfully, the only downside was the game itself. With the asterisks, We are recording this on Monday. The game was Saturday. They play today.
They play today.
They play today. This episode probably will get released tomorrow, so it'll be Wednesday. They would have already played a game after All-Star break. So there's a reason why none of those players were going 110%.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah. We need to, like, at least let them have a couple days. Like, did y'all see them Friday, Saturday, Thursday, Friday? They was showing out, and you want me to come and play a game in 2 days,
right?
Nah, at least give them. I'd say at least give them to the end of next week or midweek. Yeah. Give me till Wednesday.
With all of the appearances and all of the autographs and all of the media duties, and them have to play their part during All-Star, to expect them to actually come out, same thing, same conversation we have with the NBA. But for these players whose turnaround, they get a day and a half at best, to expect them to play a entertaining game. I think that was the only downside, but we understand. We got spoiled, and I think everybody got spoiled last year because it was an Olympic year. You had the USA team versus the All-Stars, and obviously there's going to be more competition during those games because you got, Team USA who's trying to get themselves together to compete during the Olympics, and then you got a whole bunch of All-Stars trying to prove, one, they should have been on the team, and two, to actually win the game, to show we can send, I don't want to call them a B team, but our All-Star team could go over there and still win the gold medal too. So I think everybody got spoiled last year. But before I leave off of the game itself, what do you think about the 4-point shot? Should it stay or should it go?
I don't hate it. I just I didn't enjoy them just running down. Everybody was getting to the spot. Like, it was really like standing in the line, and if I'm gonna grab this rebound, if you miss it, I'm gonna grab the rebound and pass it back out. You pass it to the next person in the circle. I think it kind of took the play out of it because I think everybody wanted to prove I can knock down this 4-point shot. Mm-hmm. So if I had to choose one, stay or go, I'm gonna choose to get it on out of there.
Yeah, I'm with you. I know Rebecca Lobo was being a bit of a purist, but I think I'm with her on this. I don't necessarily like the 4-point shot because we already know they're gonna come down and jack up 3-pointers.
Right.
And it was like a layup line for the 4-point shot. Fee, MVP, 36 points. No surprise. But again, like, girl was just going down.
Right. And I'm like, why is Fee knocking these down? And that's the thing. Team Collier they didn't miss. Like, they was not missing.
They didn't miss.
So.
And then the overtly competitive Skylar Diggins got a triple-double.
She was mad. She was mad because what's her name took her rebound. I said, Sky, relax. Oh, I don't know. I cannot tell you how much I love Sky down, like, for years. Like, girl, she like, lock in. I'm trying to get a triple-double.
What speed but go.
Exactly. So shout out to her, making history. First one in the WNBA All-Star game to get a triple-double.
First triple-double. But overall, I think this was, in terms of presentation, them showing out for the city, the Stud Buds in particular, I think they put on a really, really great weekend. I think people who haven't talked about the WNBA, have been interested in it, we're like, hey, look at what they doing. I think 18,000, 20,000 average watching the Stud Buds stream.
Yeah.
And again, I sound like a broken record to see this space.
Right.
Because we could have got, like I said, Business Suit.
Right. Yeah.
And Kitten Hill. So what were your closing thoughts on this WNBA weekend?
I think it sets a standard and pay them what you owe. I think it was the perfect moment to have be making that statement.
Yeah.
And you see the turnout. You see how the Indiana showed out for the All-Star, the fans, the players, everybody. So pay them what you owe.
Yeah, just don't have the All-Star game and stuff, but in Atlanta, I think that's too much.
Oh no. Yeah. No Atlanta, no Dallas. We can't handle that yet.
No Atlanta, no Dallas. I think they'll be okay with Vegas because it's too hot.
Yeah, Vegas will be okay.
Maybe Phoenix. What about LA? Are we feeling LA, yay or nay?
LA's okay.
Yeah. But no Dallas, no Atlanta.
Definitely no Atlanta.
They not Atlanta.
Can't go Atlanta.
No, not Atlanta.
Mm-mm.
Well, that is our show. It was a quick one. WNBA All-Star. Please tune in with us. All social media platforms, Girls Only Sports, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, TikTok. Like, comment, subscribe, all of that good stuff. Please tell us what your favorite moment during All-Star Game, the entire process, or the entire 2-3 days. What was your favorite moment? Did you guys watch the stub buds? Like, what do you think about Fee's performance? Where should it be next? We want to interact with you guys. So please share us your thoughts. Please tune in with us. The WNBA scene starts back today. There have already been some big changes and signings. International play in soccer. We got a few big tournaments that are going to be wrapping up really soon. So next week's episode, we'll recap all that. But stay with us. I am Candace. That is Kay. This is the Playbook, and we are Girls Only Sports.